Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. I thought I would get on and just mention what the heck has been going on. Yeah, yesterday was really weird because I tried to go live um, the first time on members, and then it was for the weekly Pisces video, and I was feeling really guided to just like pause and not go on, and then I told them, I was like, we're gonna go live on the general channel, and then I was like, you guys must have seen it, the Valentine's Day video live, and like I started the live, and then I was like, okay, not yet. Still, I feel not guided to go on, so I kept postponing it, and then last night, like, somehow it clicked go live, and I was not about to start reading. It was like, so guys wanted that video to just end right there, I think. And it wasn't even a video. It was just the, like, it was, the preparation for, it wasn't even the actual, I think it just showed us as a premiere, but, or just as some kind of, launching. So anyways, there was something, yesterday was a really, really, something strange going on, I'm not gonna lie, with, in general, and a lot of really odd, frequencies here, and we talked about this, and maybe this ends up being somewhat of a pseudo lightworker warning. It is what it is. By now I hear it kind of like this. Hey guys, and today the sun is, we ended up going live again on members here, but I'll mention this as well in the general, we because this is a major transit. We have Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, here coming through. Now the thing is that yesterday was the first quarter stage in Aries, so and I've just been getting like just this pressure. It's like this weird pressure, and I really needed to just kind of like, there's a lot going on in the environment, and it's not just us, and so this is what I'm feeling guided to like kind of underline, to overline. I hear that as well. Let's clear it and ground. And so you should definitely heed your intuition. Like, personally, if you're a reader as well, sometimes the weather's just not good, and and so but I just felt really, it was like, no the traffic jam. So that might be part of it. We do have, right, that first quarter stage that we just moved through, which accents, the last moon cycle in general is really important. Yes, that first quarter stage. So again, heed your intuition, but there's a lot going on, and we have an exact, I believe it's a sextile. Let me check. A sextile or trine, one second. It is a sextile with the sun sextiling Neptune, which is in Pisces. Neptune being in Pisces. Let's clear it around there, but there is this like, this energy that needs to move through, and maybe there are things that you're wanting to like kind of move through in your life, but then you're realizing that this is a channeled message. You're realizing that it's just not happening, maybe, or it's just not, it doesn't feel like it's moving through, it doesn't feel like it's happening. There are things that we may also need to like clear before we can actually make that so-called sense of progress. I'm hearing there are things in other dimensions that need to move through. If things aren't moving forward here right now, it's not random. This is what I'm hearing as well. So, let's clear it. So, and this is not really us. I feel like as a light worker, it's interesting. I see it as like a group, like a light worker group. I'm seeing, though, on an energetic level, like, we are not needing to act right now is what I'm hearing. So the more that we're trying to like maybe even like define or understand or like clarify what it is that is happening may not be, it's kind of like we're not going on stage yet. I don't know, I see it as like sort of like that. Yeah, and so but there is some major clearing happening. A lot of, I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but like a lot of just, yeah, just stuff is getting cleared out, like, you know, vibes where we talked about this, like, yup, spirit guides will be just like kind of clearing up cords here. And so it's like we're kind of, I see it as well, kind of like in a hospital, like we have to kind of understand that everybody has their turn with the doctor, and some people, you know, I mean, it's like you're hearing things. This came through before in a prior Astro live chat a few months back, and yeah, and so, we can't judge, I guess. You know, we have to just kind of keep doing what we can do, stay grounded. You know, there's a big wave here coming. I'm getting that as well. We have to just, again, remain focused. What I am personally waiting for is, let me get my second ephemeris out so that I can, like, actually look at this. It's weird because, like, I almost feel like I want to just, like, take out, like, a pair of sunglasses. It's, like, strange. Yeah. That could be a message, like, that maybe you want to, like, kind of just keep your auric field, again, I mean, grounded, protected. Do the things you need to do to just kind of keep having, you know, proper energy hygiene. There are decisions that maybe, you know, again, I'm getting, it's like, it's not up to you. It's almost like maybe this is happening in your social circle or even in an industry around you. It's not you personally. And what I'm getting is there's this maybe sense of listlessness or impatience, like, why isn't this happening? But it's kind of like I'm seeing we have to wait for others to give their performance. This is how I see it. And so, you know, yeah, this is irritating though. I hear that for some, possibly right now. Let's clear the energy. Yeah, also, yeah, no, this is a very karmic time as well. And let's clear the energy around. Don't be afraid to remain silent. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that's about. That could be a metaphor. Obviously, this is a general video. We don't know what everybody's watching for, of course, but yeah, you gotta take it as you will. Make of it what you need to make of it, I guess, however it helps you. But yeah, I'm just getting, like, you don't have to be responding to people. Like, it's like, yeah, and that doesn't make you antisocial if you're not wanting to interact, okay? Because there's an energetic side to everything. So if you interacting with someone, even whatever, is going to mean you feeling compromised or out of balance on an energetic level, then you have the right to check out. This is what I'm hearing. Spirit guides want you to remain as well in your story. Like, don't be trying to save people from their karma. I'm hearing that as well, because right now it's very karmic, and people they're seeing what their decisions have been leading to. And so we're hearing a lot of that on astral. Again, it might sound like a little bit of a strange abstract message, but there's a lot of white noise happening right now, and we have to just kind of understand what is our story and what is something that, you know, is stated. Interesting. Let's clear it. Yeah, this is about you being also in your emotions, and it's like everybody has, yeah, yet again, their work to do. So it's like stay in your lane kind of vibe, maybe like stay in your energy space. It's like, yeah, I see that on astral we're overhearing a lot of what's happening maybe in other coordinations. Okay, clear it around. So yeah, it's like just kind of stay on your path. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. No one's going to be telling you what to do. This is reminding me of the Cancer reading. The Cancer reading for Mercury retrograde. By the way, we have Mercury retrograde coming up. Okay, so this is more like an astro. So let's take a look. We have, excuse me, Mars square Neptune. I just keep getting that there is an irritating energy, and there is. Okay, Mars square Neptune is, Mars the ruler of Mars is the ruler of Aries. Aries rules Mars's warrior energy. It can be quite competitive, okay? There could be a competitive energy here. Now, it's a little awkward because, especially with the square, okay, squares with Mars is kind of like, that's you know, the square is already kind of Mars-esque, right? Because the square is a bit confrontational, we can say. Mars is, and it can be, okay, confrontational. Doesn't mean that it's always a negative energy. Every energy can have a high vibration, right, influence to it, a high vibrational application to it. But squaring Neptune, this is kind of like, we can get into very, very draining, silly conversations, drama. I would personally avoid getting into any kind of like triggering discussions, especially tomorrow, January 11th. Yes, and of course we see that every aspect has an orb to it. Like, just because Mars is squaring Neptune exact tomorrow at 0 degrees at 1643 military time, Eastern Standard Time, doesn't mean that, you know, it's just in that exact second of the exact degree that they go squaring at an exact. This has an influence of about a few weeks, we can say. Okay, especially we're dealing with the generational planet of Neptune, and Mars isn't so fast moving, quick moving, you know, that it would be, yeah, you know, just kind of like not like the moon. Okay, like a transit with the moon would be, yeah, maybe that could be, you know, a few minutes, we can say, possibly. Let's clear it ground. But Mars and Neptune, this is something that will hold over time. Now, we talk about this more on members. Specifically, we'll talk about this on 48 hours, also real-time astrology. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna listen to the guides. It's always a matter of that. I will never force the energy, even if I'm like, yeah, I really want to go on members. I really want to do this. It's like, literally, you guys, like, I am employed by spirit. I cannot. I'm not gonna make up news. It's like a news anchor going on stage and being, you know, hey, we don't have any news yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna start making news up. No. So that's where I have to just, you know, say, well, honestly, that we may talk about this, and I would, you know, like to in greater depth. But usually, if we do touch on certain transits, on members, we get into the dates, the times, etc. More the nitty gritty of that, the details on 48 hours in real time. Thank you guys for your support as well on members. Love and light to you guys. Now, I want to talk a bit more about this. So, yes, Mars square Neptune. Let's clear it. This is a time where it's like, especially if you got a lot of Pisces in your chart, especially if you are in Aries as well. Aries, Pisces, this is just, you know, a little bit abrasive energy. Okay, it can be. But the more that you don't make it about you, the more you step back and you introspect on you with you, then, you know, it's going to be an easier, smoother ride. I'm seeing that there's a lot happening in a collective sense. And of course, we were talking about Neptune, which is a collective generational-based planet. But I'm seeing, like, also I'm getting to protect your turf, protect your territory, emotionally, energetically, protect yourself. I'm hearing it like this, not in a way of getting paranoid, but yeah, no, it's like, don't let anyone push you out of your storyline. This is what I'm hearing as well, and that includes your boundaries, you know. Yeah, so let's clear, because people can come through kind of bullying and like all of the silly, it's a test possibly as well. There are testy energies. Some of you, this may even be with relatives, okay, people who want to assert themselves and assert that they do know the best, what is best for you, and they are convinced that they are correct, and all of that. Okay, a lot of this, because it's the shadow, it can be with the Mars, is the ego, of me, I, no, the best, and I will be the victor. Yeah, that kind of energy. So if you know that some situation could be prone to that, okay, if you know there's some situation or conversation that may lead to, you know, if you know someone is a little bit like on the ego situation, you know, okay, like, it might be best to just kind of be like, you know what, I'm gonna check into my hotel actually, and I'm going to stay in my bed. Okay, let's clear out. I'm gonna actually invest that time that I could put into that discussion, in that topic, into my self-love. I hear it like that. I mean, because you have that, yeah, remind yourself that you have that decision to invest in yourself, you know, and you're not obligated to get into a debate or a discussion. Okay, yeah, so people may be triggered around you, and you might be hearing that. It could be as simple as, I just don't want to watch that news. I don't want to watch that story on TV, on YouTube, whatever it is. I don't want to talk to that person. I don't want to. Yeah, so you have the right to just check out. Remember that. Truly, maybe this is just something happening in your environment. It may not be you one-on-one, but it may be, you know, and it's just, I just see silly stuff. Like, you could easily avoid something just by not having the conversation kind of vibe. Not avoid in the sense of if it's meant to be, like, I'll still avoid it. It's like, whatever's meant to be will be. If you end up having a conversation, like, whatever, yeah. I mean, there have been times where you can say, I'm gonna ignore that person, and then you bump into them, and it's like, well, I guess this was meant to happen, you know, kind of vibe. That's different, you know, okay. But in the sense of saying, like, tomorrow is not going to be, especially tomorrow, but this, we're leading up on, let me just get the date here. Obviously, the days surrounding the exact orb degree is also significant. Is sometimes, if not more intense, let's clear it, more, if not more serious when it comes to that particular transit aspect. But it's kind of the vibe of, like, things can seem so necessary. Oh my god, I have to talk about this thing with this person. Oh my god, I have to, like, you know, blah blahs. And there's a lot of triggering energy, but it's not necessarily going to be conducive. It's like, you could have that same discussion, in other words, the discussion that you don't want to have tomorrow with that one person, or however, you could have that same discussion in 2 days, even after that point, a week after that point, 2 years, I'm hearing even, and it would be, like, handled way differently, if that does make sense. It could be. It would be handled in a much more conducive way, because, yeah, it's kind of like having, like, it's like you're hiring someone who's extremely kind of brash even, and you know that. It's like, well, you know this person's really brash, and it's like they need to handle a very delicate discussion. It's like, that's not, yeah. So, you know, it's kind of like this, possibly. It's just, yeah. Spirit is saying you have the option to hire somebody else for that discussion. Okay, and that doesn't, maybe a metaphor, like, you can have that discussion, yeah, on an energetic level. You're hiring someone, like, I can have that discussion in a different time and place. I don't have to have it right now, right here. And yeah, I'm here. You're not gonna make me feel like I have to do that. You're not gonna force me to feel that I have to do that now. So a lot of pressuring energies, and, you know, the shadow of Aries can be very kind of just very young. It's like they don't really know even really what they want, but they're going to assert it. And I mean that with so much love. Okay, for all frequencies, because Aries is not just Aries. Of course, it subsists within the broader spectrum of all the other signs in the birth chart, but we do have to, yeah. So, and I have a lot of Aries in my chart, guys. But the thing about Aries is that it can be such a, you know, inspiring, uplifting, magnetic, exciting energy, but it can also be kind of immature, where they may not, Aries does not know for themselves what they really want. And I'm talking in terms of an energy, not in terms of, like, a person, not in terms of, like, hey, I'm an Aries. It's like, bro, that's amazing. You do you. My sister is an Aries. My moon is in the house of Aries, which makes my moon kind of an Aries moon, especially because it's in the fire sign of Sagittarius, fellow fire sign of Sagittarius. My Venus is in Aries. Okay, I got my moon, my Mars, actually, and yes, in the house of Scorpio, which is the co-ruling house of Mars, Mars being, again, the ruler, Aries. And so I have a lot of Aries, guys. It's to say it in this way, I understand. I'm not trying to say, you know, like, okay, like, I fucking love Aries energy. It's not about that. I love all energies, okay? But Libra had a moment a few months back about this, because sometimes Spirit has to bring the flashlight to the shadow energy. I mean, we are talking a Mars square. So, but yeah, and I, by the way, also Scorpio rising, so that brings more influence of Mars here to the ascendant, which is the ruling house of Aries again. Yeah, Scorpio rising, Scorpio ruled by Mars and Pluto, and I've got Pluto my ascendant, and I've also thereby got Mars kind of in its natural house. So I understand this, and this is a message for everybody. It's a channel message. This is not Natalie. Natalie is telling Aries that Aries is in Aries. Like, calm down. Oh man. But yeah, no. Spirit's like, this is what we're talking about. This is the exact discussion. Maybe Spirit's saying, like, you may offend people. Like, just be aware. Like, you may offend people. Tomorrow is gonna be, people are just gonna be a wee bit more, just a little bit more sensitive. They're gonna be wearing the, like, I'm an Aries badge. Are you talking about me? Because, you know, I'm an Aries. Let's calm down now. Let's calm down now. No. I'm pretty sure she's talking about Aries. I'm an Aries. Chill, bro. It's clear, you know, I'm a moon in Aries. She's talking about me or what? Okay. Just, yeah. Okay. Love and light. We're all Aries in a way as well, but here, let's clear it. Here's the thing. I just see people also being way more debatey. Now, what I want to say here, okay, is that the shadow of Aries energy, and I'm talking Aries, the Aries of everyone's chart, so everyone has Aries, right? And we're saying this. You look at where you got Aries in your chart. There can be the tendency of the shadow of that. It doesn't have to be that you channel the shadow of Aries ever, but the shadow of Aries can be that they kind of just want to just kind of, not with a malintent necessarily, what is that, but they want to kind of say like, I'm here and I'm like showing up and I am like correct. It's like, okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean, there's a lot of this presentation energy. And so yeah, I mean, you might be dealing with people who may be projecting their shadow Mars Aries energy tomorrow. Maybe I should call it Mars. Okay, because it's, yeah, I feel like people, when I'm in Aries, I have my badge and my sun sign is Aries. It's like we're talking, yeah, more of maybe the Mars, the first house. We'll say it like that, fire energy. And so let's clear around. Yeah. Now let me get into the chat really quickly. Hello everyone. Hello. So yeah, and maybe some of you are just dealing with someone. This is the thing. It's like maybe that someone has a tendency towards being a bit egotistical, and you can maybe see it from the outside in, like this person is not in a grounded state to have this kind of conversation, like they may not even be stable. I'm hearing that, yeah. So especially if you know someone who is a little bit on edge already, I don't know, this could be a very particular message. It's like, first of all, I'm hearing don't take it personally, their behavior, and second of all, maybe it's just that, yeah, there's something about the weather, okay, about that discussion. So yet again, no, ego doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? If it's embraced within the rest of the chart. For those of you who know somebody who has got a lot of Aries in their chart, let's say, or a very strong Mars, and they want to have a very, strange debate with you, I'm hearing that as well. You can check out, Spirit is reminding you of that. Let's clear on the heart chakra, and you don't have to feel guilty, okay? Yeah, you don't have to feel guilty. I'm hearing that as well. And so, yes. And so with the Mars energy, we're seeing that across the board, there is a focus on ego. And ego is not necessarily inherently a negative thing, but the question is, are you engaging your ego? Okay, in a grounding manner. Yeah, and so people may be tested on that. Are you able to harness the Aries energy with the other aspects of your birth chart? There could be a little bit of yeah, with Neptune, we can also see the shadow of Neptune here. Yes. Let's clear it. People may try and like kind of say weird stuff that they know is going to trigger you. This isn't not for you specifically though. I feel a lot of us are out of that. We're not going to be, we're out of this story. What the fuck is going on? Oh, sorry guys, 1 second, let's clear. Hi. Oh, okay, yeah, right. No, I'm taking screenshots right here because you're projecting. Yeah, no, sorry guys for whoever else is in the... You picked the wrong day to be a troll. Okay, thank you, Mandy Lynn. Yeah, no, but that's good because I'm gonna take a screenshot. We're gonna be working with you. Yeah, you don't worry about that. But on a plane, we're not gonna be wasting other people's time here with that. Okay, yeah. Let's clear the energy and ground. So, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. And people right now they may not be in a really good place. Okay, they may not be in a really good place. Okay, so, and I'm hearing it's not related to you. Okay, yeah, it's not related to you. Okay, and so, yes, let's clear it. And we have a warning video as well coming up for Cancer, the sign of Cancer. Yeah. We have a very intense reading. It's already been recorded. I've been listening to Spirit on when to publish that video. Some major warnings there. Yeah, and so if you feel, for some of you, I don't know why this is a focus, but there can be, yeah, a very, there is something about things being exposed here. And so, and I'm seeing related to stalkers. Yeah, stalkers and whatever is not in the light. Okay, so wherever the ego has been operating, okay, not in accordance with the higher spectrum also of Neptune energy, okay, that is also going to be illuminated. So spirit is saying, look, you know, you have to keep on your side of the of the sense, okay, of self, ooh, that you have. You know, don't focus on others too much. Again, I'm hearing that again, especially tomorrow. Let's clear around. Yeah. And, you know, the lightworkers have been experiencing a lot these last few years. Okay, and there's been a lot of talk on YouTube about lightworkers having been trolled against, okay, and really not in a cool way. And I've seen this, okay, with yeah, and on many different levels. Yeah, you wonder why I have, yeah, because I know there's someone here, so I'm gonna mention this because there's a projecting going on. Okay, these trolls that come in and say bullshit like, oh, you're tapping our phone. First of all, fuck you, and second of all, okay, yeah, second of all, I told you, you picked the wrong day, okay, to transit out, okay, yeah, so and it's so funny because the Cancer reading spells it all out, okay, there's a lot of trolling, there's a lot of narcissism, there's a lot of projections, and yeah, and so I know I'm already working with detectives because this is out of control. Okay, people who have no job, no life, okay, no place in the world right now to be presenting anything really to this side of the story is how I'm hearing it, okay? Yeah, and so to make it simple though, yeah, I'm literally, and I've already talked to a lot of, yeah, different so yeah, I've been okay. And it's okay, here's the thing. I've been watching how other tarot readers have been handling this. Let's clear it in ground. And it's like a bullying. You guys are trying to bully the light. We see what you're doing, and you're gonna be fucking going down, okay? You heard us? Yeah. That's why you're showing up, because you heard us. We're calling, and we're calling loud our real name, so you can fuck off, okay? Yeah. And we know that you're stalking us through the window as well. You're trying to. Okay, so we're already reporting that. We've reported it. We have names. We have all of that bullshit. You're going down. You heard me? Yeah. So that right there, people who come into the chats and they project, okay, and the shit is crazy, and there have been threat bombs, you guys. I've had threats. People posted my videos with where I live, showing buildings blowing up. Now, how can you come in just to say that yeah, people, YouTubers, lightworkers, okay, deal with a lot of fucking bullshit. And the truth of the matter is that you're going down. That's why you're trying to hate on us, okay? So, you know, we're not going to get involved in that. And you know who you are, and you need to get a life, okay, before you're eliminated, okay, by, yeah, not us at this point, because it is karmic as well. So this is just like warnings. Yeah, no, this is, and yeah, so I'm working heavily though with detectives on that. You're working with DC, baby. You're not working with me on that. Yeah, one-on-one. No. So yeah, they know all about you, okay? They know all about you. Don't try and flip it and project it. No. So yeah, it's completely, let's clear it and ground. Yeah, even I mean, the for example, like, I was even watching, it was a few months back, I was looking at Leo King a few months back. He had to go to the police with shit too. It's like, you guys are crazy. I don't know what you're thinking, like, yeah, but these are people in real life too. It's like kind of just very sickening. Yeah, and so yeah, but it is part of the reptilian agenda that they have, but they don't realize is that it further propels the light. Okay, so you're helping us do what we do. For those who are like, you know, there's no hate to have, but it's just, you have to be really clear. You're not going to be pushing us off of our storyline, okay? I'm here. I'm not changing. You know how many people, these reptilians, they'll send me DMs talking under a fake username, okay? Like, no picture and all this bullshit, okay? And they're saying, take your YouTube channel down. Oh, really? Take your story elsewhere. Goodbye. Yeah, you're not ending me. You're not ending my story. I'm here, and this is why I'm here. This is my soul life path calling. So you're not going to be telling me, anyone else as well, what they're going to be doing with their life. So you step back, okay? And you find one of your own. Let's clear it and ground. Let's clear it and ground. Love and light. You picked the wrong day. And now I was also watching Tyler's tarot last night. And this was after I was feeling that real weird energy. I was like, you know what? I'm not getting on. Fuck that. I am not getting on today. It was just something. It was a warning. This stormy ass energy. And then I get on and I see his Scorpio video. I just have to say it because it's just the overlap was so interesting. And he went off on a troller. And so there's something going on. Yeah, and specifically he mentioned even the country that they're from. This is something I think that actually is being investigated by even actually the FBI, and a number of people have gotten involved in this from YouTube. Okay, so this needs to be exposed. There's a lot going on. We see you. We're not stupid, guys. We're not going to be putting our mission to the side because you don't know how to stop. Okay, your story for moving outside of itself, in ways that you don't quite trust. So yeah, and people, you know, they're unfortunately taken by the darkness, and so they're taken by the dark energies. Yeah, they have entity attachment frequencies. People who have made decisions to align with dark forces, you know, it's not your decision. It was not your decision, and you have to remember that that's their decision. So they may try and put their karma on you. No, you're not doing that, okay? So, and I want to, maybe you're a reader, maybe you're dealing with this as well. Okay, Spirit wants to say, you know, let's think about this for a second. If somebody comes and tries to bully you, why would somebody try to do such a thing? Why? If it, like, no, let's really think of it. Why would someone try and come, okay, to your space? Okay, why would somebody try to come to your space? They would take their time, their energy to travel into your space, to your life, okay, and try to do what? Okay, unless they find you so very fucking interesting and important, okay, that they would take time out of their precious life to focus on you. Now, oh yeah, so that tells you something, right? And just be aware of the projecting that goes on, okay? Of the projecting that goes on, okay? And you need to see that we see you. Listen, I've got exact names. I'm a fucking channeler. Don't mess with me. I can pull your fucking birth chart without seeing your story. So you don't fuck with me and you don't fuck with other light workers, because no, and if you do, you're not fucking with them, okay? You're fucking with yourself. So this is what needs to be said. Love and light. This is what needs to be said. And so, you know, honestly, yeah, you get the hell off of anyone else's story other than your own. You're not happy with your life? You need to, yeah, move back a few notches. See what happened back there and figure it out for yourself. So let's clear it and ground. Yeah, Spirit wants to maybe just say, like, it's not affecting you, but you don't have to give your energy to it as well, if that makes sense. Let's clear it and ground. No, a lot of readers, tarot readers, are dealing with this. And maybe Spirit wants to say, like, you're not alone, and it's also not, it's funny. Because the things they will also say, they make absolutely no sense. They're trying to basically coach and preach a mantra, okay? Yeah, that is like their own, okay? They're not happy, let's say it like this. So they want to try and like convince you that you're not happy. They're going in directly with their life. It's like, go find yourself. Like, really, really find yourself and focus on yourself, okay? So it's about that, and you just have to be really direct and clear with the energy and just know that it's not you. Like this fucking troll who comes into the chat, okay? And yeah, and they're using names of people who I know, people who are my friends, people who are in the fucking light, love and light, okay, to you for that bullshit. See, okay, this is again. What the fuck? No. I'm taking screenshots of all of this. This is completely silly. No. You're in the darkness, hun. Love and light, you find yourself. And these people are... No. Yeah. So, no. Ew. Like, no. You need to go and seriously get some help. Okay? Yeah. You step back and you need to get help. You need to step back and you need to get help. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, let's clear it around. So, yeah, and, thank you, Mandy Lynn. Yeah. So, very silly, narcotic mind games. I hate to say it like that, but it is, and you need to realize what it is. And you should definitely not be watching tarot. Okay, these are people who are just not, yet again, but what's the point of, yeah. At a certain point, we have to just check out. You're gonna find your karma. Yeah. For better or for worse. And we don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for you finding your karma. So, yeah, because we have to do that to ascend. And so if it means you getting real with the decisions you've made in your life, okay, let's clear it. Yeah. And these are people who are literally stalking me in 3D. They are literally, I get pictures sent to my phone. I get phone numbers here, unknown. Okay, they're changing their voice. They're changing all of this bullshit. Okay, yeah. And they're texting me from unknown numbers, and they're saying, I saw you walking here, I saw you walking there. People walking up to me at the gym, people hiring each other, they all know each other. You can fuck off and turn onto a different road, because this one is going where it needs to go. You heard me? Yeah. Let's clear it in ground. You're not attracting anything to you by acting like a troll. So this needs to be exposed, yeah, and it's going to be really taken very seriously. But again, not by the light worker. So whatever you're trying to project onto someone else, it's just coming right back to you, honey. Okay, let's just, then that's said with love, because you need to see your karma. Let's clear it. Yeah, it's impossible to also heal someone. You're not, yeah. So anyways, we're saying exactly what they're saying. Okay, it's hilarious. They're literally, and this is something maybe very particular message, because again, I feel like it may even, you guys, I mean, we don't know, it could honestly be people, in the government who are, maybe they're even tapping. Okay, yeah, the phones of psychics. That's it. And this is, you think it's crazy, it's not fucking crazy. Let's think about it. Maybe this is even related to the last channeling we did. Okay, yeah, with all of the extraterrestrial work, that, yeah, everything, yeah. So you never know who these people really are, but it's definitely a reptilian frequency, and we're telling you, we know, we are aware, and we are here on a fucking mission. You're not taking our shit down, you heard? Okay, so step back. Okay, yeah. And I don't care who's who. I don't care who is who. And yeah, they don't like that we're here. They don't like that we're here. They don't like, so it depends on where you're at. DC is obviously very, very reptilian loving. There's a history here, but we're here for a reason. You don't like we're here? It's like, I don't like the doctor's here. I don't like that the doctor has showed up to, like, yeah, we're busting that shit. You step back, okay? Yeah. This is where the truth needs to be called out, like, and we're talking on an energetic level. I know some people are getting this. Some people may be a little bit confused. It's okay. But your guides want you to know that if you are in a place and you're feeling hostility, it's like there's a reason. If somebody didn't see you as a threat of some kind, okay, to whatever they're holding on to, okay, when it comes to their ego, why would they act the way that they're acting with you? Yeah, so there's something that you're exposing. Let's clear around. And so, yes, and so for example, okay, yeah, right. And so, for example, okay, yeah, like these people who come into the chat and they're like, oh, you're tapping our phone. It's like, are you fucking stupid? You think I even need to fucking tap your phone to get any fucking, I don't channel, okay, you cannot channel something that's not in the light. I have no interest to tap into a reptilian. Are you dumb? Let's clear it. Ew. Like, let's just step back. Just clear it and ground. It's clearing ground on the back, yeah. No, and I've had stare-offs. I've had stare-offs, you guys, just so you know, I don't know, Spirit wants this known, like, in Washington, D.C., yeah, I don't care who you are, who you think you are, okay, you work for whoever and however, I don't give a hot damn, I don't care, I'm here on my mission, so, yeah, I'm spreading light, and you better get used to it, okay, yeah, and I am here, okay, yeah, oh, she's here, and on our turf, I don't know what, you guys, okay, but yeah, well, this is Mars square Neptune, yeah, so you take it as you will. I feel like yet again we said, protect your territory. That means also keep reminding yourself of your mission. You're there for a reason. You are where you're at for a reason. And I'm telling you, I've had people try to push me out of the city. I've had people come to me and literally, and I know what's going on. I'm not fucking moving. You heard me? Yeah, we are charging this crystal grid, and you're going down. So it's not by us. It's your story now, okay? That you're seeing for yourself. So let's clear it. Yeah, let's clear the energy and ground. Yeah. I'm sorry, but as light workers, it's gonna get real here. But Spirit is saying that you're protected, you are guided, you are where you're at for a reason. Do not back down from your story. I don't care what they say. It's a classic gaslighting. Like someone coming into the chat saying, tapping our phone. Are you, like, what? Yeah, because it's what they're doing. So, yeah, like, let's just, Yeah, silly. What's funny is that all the details come through in the readings. Yes. Everything. Names, dates. That's why they're upset. And I've gotten like throughout texts and emails and DMs, okay, and all this bullshit. Don't say our name in the yeah, fuck you. You're gonna be called out. You heard me? Okay, again, we have to make that so clear. Yeah, I don't know, I'm talking to someone very particular here. You think you're gonna no, you're not gonna tell a light worker who they need to be on planet Earth at this time. Okay? We're here to help planet ascend. It's not about just your little agenda. Okay? Yeah, this is silly. Let's clear it around. This is years worth of energy, guys. This is not just tomorrow. This is karma, because Neptune is in Pisces, and Neptune was recently retrograde in Pisces. This hasn't happened. This has not been since the witch trials. Let's think about that. You're not taking a witch down. You're not taking somebody who has, okay, enlightenment when it comes to their oracle capabilities. Everyone does, but some people are very much working, even specifically, they're working towards that mission. You're not going to be taking a light worker down. Okay? They're trying to make oracles, people who are psychic, okay, seem like they're, first of all, they're not accurate. And this is part of the bullying as well. I feel like I'm probably talking to readers here, tarot readers here. And if you are a tarot reader, yeah, and you're, again, facing this, you're not doing something wrong. Trust me, I'm getting a lot of these crazy kooky shit. It's like, oh, you're like, going to go to hell, like you're doing this bad and that bad and this bad, and no, get used to history. Okay, maybe, yeah, this is a historical, okay, stigmatic energy. You need to get out of it. I don't need to change. I'm not the one that is in the wrong. I'm coming from light. Yeah, and I know you don't like that, but you're going to get used to it, because otherwise you're going to be eliminated. This is also what I'm hearing. So unless you can tap into the deeper frequencies of compassion and love, okay, yeah, this is going to be the new standard of staying alive, truly. And I feel that Spirit, I'm giving you warning, Spirit is shuttling people off who cannot be in a compassionate space. If you are not in a compassionate space, Spirit is shuttling you out. I'm serious. So this is to people who maybe have some entity attachment frequencies. And if you cannot get rid of those entity attachment frequencies, okay, and I'm not talking to people who are, you guys, like, hopefully well, this is probably not the majority. This is a few people. These are the trolls I'm talking to. I'm talking to trolls here. You think it's funny, you're not handling your karma one-on-one with yourself, you're gonna get shuttled out. I'm sorry. Yes. And this is out of love, I'm telling you in advance, because this is the karmic warning. Yeah, you're not messing with the light worker mission. It's like, we're protected, we're here for a reason, stop trying to get in the way of it, okay? Yeah, let's clear it and ground. So, yeah, I'm not worried about my story. I'm completely guided here. This is why I'm here on planet Earth. And yeah, this is totally, it is what it is. So I am not concerned about that. I am absolutely guided through my mission. I know exactly why I'm here. You are not going to tell me who the fuck I am, okay? And I am always in contact with my starship, okay? My starseed family. I talk to them actively, and they are watching over the mission. So it's just not the point to try and get your ego involved, okay? And if you're trying to still get involved on an ego plane with a light worker, this is maybe not me and you. It could be you with someone else as well. yeah, it's just yet again, Spirit is really trying to just really, yeah, give you that warning here. Okay, let's clear it and ground. So no, yeah, and it has to be said, you know, maybe even you have like a prejudiced like friend or something. Yeah, and if this is like too challenging of a message, don't worry, you can check out, you know, you'll know if this is something that you need to be hearing. Maybe, you know, but I'm feeling guided to share it and I'm not going to be shy about that. Okay, yeah, we have some pretty turbulent energies here. We have to just be honest though. Okay, yeah, and, but, yes. So, but this is the warning to trolls. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it's just funny. It's kind of funny though because at a certain point, um, yeah, at a certain point, um, it's like they realize they're playing a game with themselves, and so yeah, no, when I saw Tyler's tarot video yesterday, I wanted to just like, I really wanted to comment on his video, but then I was like, I don't know. So, but I was thinking about it, and it's like, I just wanted to literally like tell him, like, hey, this is literally not just you. This is not something random. Like, it's just weird because, yeah, he stayed in the same country that all these people are stalking. It's like weird. It's a network of these energies. Let's clear it. So, and so yes, but I just want to say that you really cannot take someone who is in the light down. And if you are a light worker and you're doing stuff and you're getting even from your friends, like it doesn't have to be online, you know, it doesn't have to be like on through email or text or whatever. It can just be like your friends, like people casting these weird energies on you, like telling you that you're kind of like you know, not in the light for doing energy work. Like, no, you are absolutely in the light. Okay? Yeah. You are absolutely in the light. So that to them is scary. And that's why they're actually even coming at you in the way that they are. Okay. Yeah. This is why. And it's something that is historical as well. Right? So but yeah, I mean, people may kind of come at you in weird ways. This is what I'm seeing here, but specifically tomorrow, Mars square Neptune. Personally, I would just lay low. I wouldn't really be like, yeah, picking up a lot of phone calls, being super like interactive and like all of, you know, I just personally wouldn't, because there's gonna be a little bit too much. Also, I'm hearing maybe history coming up at once, and you may not know, like, well, why is this person saying that? Why are they acting like this or like that? It's like, you know, yeah. So but take it as you will. Let's clear around. Right, Mandy, exactly, and that's where it's like, yeah, I mean, and that's the unfortunate thing is sometimes it's like you try to tell them, hey, like you've literally got like an entity attachment, like, and especially if you've got anything going on when it comes to addictions or anything, you know, not saying that if you are doing something related to, okay, you know, there's some kind of drug or something, it's not about that, but okay, how do we say, entity attachment frequencies can attach themselves when you are more so out of your body. Okay, so for example, if you're not really grounded, you can more easily be inhabited by a host. So you just, you know, this is not to scare you, but this is to explain as well what's going on with the trolls, because you may actually see that this happens with your friends and your family at times, even where it's like, why are you literally turning into like a weirdo right now? You're turning into like a zombie right now. Like, what's going on? You're acting strange with me. They may not have at times full control of the energies that they're channeling. Yeah, so they could take on energies, okay, vampiric energies and frequencies. They may not be necessarily a bad person, but they are not, and it's sad because you're seeing them kind of being taken over. They're hijacked, basically. So in a way, yeah, I hate to say it like that, but that's what's going on. So that's why I personally don't recommend really, if you are someone who is prone to have, if you have a lot of water in your chart, you're prone to feeling very ungrounded, I personally would not be doing narcotics. I just wouldn't, especially drinking. Let's clear it around. Let's think about why it is called spirits. Yeah. So when you're drinking, your chakras are way open. You could just take on so many, yeah. Or when you're, I don't know, even, yes, anything that you're going out of, even meditation, you have to be careful. Astral projecting, you have to be careful because you can seriously take on energies. So, if someone is acting strange, just know that it's, again, like they're literally like, they're kind of asleep. It's like someone's talking through them and they're being, again, hijacked. This is what I'm hearing from a reptilian force. So yeah, it's not them one-on-one. It's not them. So the best you have to just realize you're just talking to their entity attachment, and you don't need to do that. Let's clear it. Let's clear the energy and ground. Yeah, I don't drink, I don't do drugs either. Exactly, yes. Aussie Empress, yeah. And people are like, well, why? It's like, I want to be in my body. I want to be in my space. I want to be present here. I don't, yeah. I can't, but this is always, you have to, general message, you have to take it as you will. I'm not saying that everything is always, a certain way or bad, but personally, and even especially as a Pisces, and knowing myself, I just want to be very careful what it is that I'm opening, what I would do, and where I would take myself. And if I feel like I cannot be in control of that process, I don't want to be in that state of mind. Kind of, we can say that even meditation is kind of like a drug. So, and again, you have to be careful with this as well. It's clear. Right. Yes. Right. So, yeah, and that's where you also have to know, like, where you're at with yourself, like, and it's unfortunate because sometimes it's like you're dealing with somebody and they're not in control of themselves. They can truly, possibly, this is a message, like, they might be in drugs, guys. They might be having addictions and they're completely not, and you don't even know it. It's like, I didn't know that they're, but they're acting just very strange with you. And it's because maybe it's not only that they're on drugs, but there is something that, how do we say this? Like, there's something that is attaching to them. Okay, I hope this is making sense. So, yeah, since Spirit is saying that you cannot save them as well. It's like you're trying to get them off of them, and no, like, don't drain yourself with that. So let's clear it and ground. Hopefully you guys understand this message. It's not meant to be like, yeah, it's not meant to demonize anything, but just know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's a mind-body takeover. And the longer that those entities are holding on, okay, yeah, not good. So let's clear it. Let's clear the energy. Yeah. And honestly, even when but how do we say? Yeah. Spirit is saying that as well, that I think, you don't want to have to feel like you have to point that out necessarily as well. Like, it's, how do we say? Let's clear it. The trouble with the troll energy is that, and I'm not just talking to like people on YouTube, I'm talking just in general. I mean, troll energy is troll energy. Like, bullying is bullying. That's horrible. And hopefully it's not happening. But if you feel a certain way, okay, it's almost like, it's kind of like there's no real discussion happening. It's almost like you're talking to someone who is not conscious. So, and that is like, yeah, like kind of literal, okay? Like if we talk about enlightenment and consciousness, like higher in consciousness, when somebody is not conscious and they're still in the state of amnesia, they're not in the whole mind body consciousness of everyone is all or one, then they're not gonna be really aware, okay, of a lot of things that maybe you're aware of, and that's why you're triggered maybe by the behavior, because you're like, why are you're acting crazy, like, why, that's why you feel that this is even kind of impossible to even understand, like, why somebody would act like that, but it's because you have a higher level of consciousness. So in relativities, okay, aspect, okay, it doesn't add up to you. But the issue is, okay, that when the consciousness is lower, you're not talking to that person as you are talking to yourself. So you're not really actually talking to a person, you're talking to a frequency, and that frequency is not compatible with you. So when you're trying to, let's say, talk sense into a troll, or talk sense into, it's not that person. You're not talking to that, if that makes sense. So only they can also decide to detach that frequency from themselves. And that has to be a decision that's made. And some people will decide to be in a certain storyline for a certain number of years even. And I'm getting a very clear correlation between, I don't know if I should say this. Okay, but yeah. Well, yeah, it has to do with, being, okay, so people that you may know that have, like, you'll see it as, like, a weird behavior, or, like, like, why do they act like that? Or, to you it just comes off as kind of, like, I would never treat someone like that, like, why are they treating me like that? What I'm getting here is that there can be things that you do not actually see about that person, maybe about their lifestyle. It may actually be that there could be a drug addiction, but Spirit is saying it's not about, like, that in particular, okay? It is about what happens by way of that. So if somebody here does have an addiction, okay, Spirit is giving an image to me that there is kind of like they're not talking. It's like being in an underground, how do I say this? Yeah, because on astral, that's a completely different situation. I'm not demonizing anyone here, but I'm needing to make, and it may not be in every situation that happens, but for some, it's like they're dealing in darkness. So that is a business they're in a way. When you are hosting a dark entity attachment, then you are, in a way, in the business of darkness. So what I want to make clear here is that is actually, as well, like, not really your business. Like, Spirit is saying it's not up to you to, like, wonder why they're the way they are, why they've gone to where they've gone to. Let's clear it in ground. And so, yeah. And I want to ask you guys, what do you guys perceive of the reptilian frequencies? What do you guys think of this? I want to open that quickly in the chat. So what I'm getting is that, it's, for some reason, Spirit really wants this message to be known, okay, that I'm seeing this sort of division, okay, between what we see in 3D and what is actually kind of like, what does it actually mean to participate in a certain reality on an energetic plane and on an energetic level? Like, if whatever we're doing in our present day, okay, there's actually a ramification. There's always going to be some sort of consequence to every action we take on an energetic plane. So Spirit is saying that even maybe you know someone and they're involved maybe in something. I don't know why Spirit keeps talking about drugs here, but you take it, we have Mars square and Neptune. And Mars is also, in a healthy way, the ego sense, squaring Neptune, which is about, it can be addiction. The shadow of Neptune can be addiction, can be not having a sense of sovereignty of will, where we're overtaken, by, even be it just our mind. So what I'm seeing here, though, is Spirit saying very clearly that whatever, like, somebody is engaging in on a 3D plane, there is an energetic, and I'm hearing even an emotional side to whatever is going on there. And it's, so it's interesting. So there, and people are going to decide, what they're feeding. Let's clear it. Like, it's not just what it is. And I feel for some of you, maybe, I don't know, again, why, but I'm going to try not to judge this message that wants to come through, but maybe you have friends who have addictions to certain things, and you're trying to help them with those things, or you're trying to tell them that this is not a healthy thing, or that's not a healthy thing, depending on what it is. And you're wondering why it's like, then you're demonized. Spirit is saying this is a very specific message for somebody that there's a lot more going on than maybe you see on an energetic level when it comes to whatever that thing is. I don't know what that means for everybody. Let's clear it and ground. Let's clear it and ground. Yeah, it can be. AS can love. Yeah. Possible. You just want to, you know, really just make sure that you're not taking on, you know, the decisions that others make. Let's clear it around. Mandy Lynn says, for them to be held, they must admit the darkness there, and unfortunately the darkness will not allow that to happen, and it is a test. The person that is going through the darkness, yeah, they'll have to, right, and not, yeah, and so, let's clear around, you know, yeah, I mean, and, like, the last few days have just been, like, so heavy. The energy has been really, really a vibe, and with the Sun sextile Neptune, and with Mars square tomorrow Neptune, you know, Neptune is heavy, and we've had a lot of this energy here coming out. So, yeah, let's clear it. We've had a lot of this focus on Pisces. But, yeah, so now what I'm getting is, try not to intellectualize and yeah, and just step back. I'm hearing that as well. So specifically tomorrow, try to have more boundaries. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe, you know, yeah, you don't necessarily want to, like, if you know, you always make your decision, but, like, you don't necessarily want to be, like, so on the line with, like, what also everyone else is feeling, what everybody else is sort of, like, for example, going through. But that is the empowerment of Neptune, is to know when to give of yourself and when to pull back as well. Let's clear it. Right. Mandy Lynn says, if their personal tests, they must go through. We can send them extra guides and strength. Right. And some people are open. Some people are, but you'll see it. You'll know it, you know? You'll know if somebody is truly receptive, okay? They will react to your energy in a certain way. And so, yeah, I mean, we can only do so much. But definitely don't let it affect you and what you appear to interpret as your mission, what you feel is your mission. So you guys, love and light. We'll see you in the next videos. Thanks for tuning in here to you. Thanks for connecting. Empower your fellow lightworker friends, guys. Be there for people who do also show you, okay, the way back to you, people who do really kind of empower you in that space. Bye, you guys. Love